Oops. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, the 14th. We all made it through the 13th yesterday for all of you superstitious ones. Anyways, yeah, happy Saturday. I'm just going to hang out and wait for a few people to show up. Today is already a very lovely day. I've got a lot of things to get done today, but today has already started out to be a very lovely day. The weather is very pleasant. And also, gosh, the weather is very pleasant and things are happening around the world that seem to be much lighter, much nicer. The energy is very loving. The energy is very fulfilling. During this morning's meditation, Keith and I were, doing our daily meditation. It was really amazing because the energies coming up from Mother Earth is something that is, it's new. It's embracing, it's warming to the soul. And a lot of it too, I believe that's coming up is a lot of activations from Mother Earth. When we reach a certain level in our spirituality and it comes to us more naturally, doing the breathing work for me, myself, excuse me, speaking for myself, doing the breathing work has helped me to move through those transitions much smoother, but also it's helped me to be able to move that old stagnant energy out and be able to embrace the new much easier, much softer. And this time I know how to handle it. Meaning, as somebody who is a giver all my life, it's one of those things where it's kind of like you don't want to be a giver. I mean, you give, but then you don't want to be a receiver. Does that make sense? Like it's hard for you to receive. You're like, no, it's okay. I just want to help the world. But sometimes we ourselves need that help. We ourselves need to be able to receive. It's that energy that continues to keep the flow going of, being able to receive as well as be able to share the gifts that we have, whether it may be gifts of support emotionally, financially. I mean, whatever it may be, even if it's just our time, somebody just wants to talk to us and tell us something is going on in their lives. They want to share their story with us. They want to share an incident with us. Hi, Chris. Hi, Taylor. It all depends on exactly. Hello, love. I'm not sure who's on the psychic fixes right now, but hello, love. So it's in these moments right here and right now. A lot of us are coming into clarity with who we truly are. We're able to embrace our gifts much on a much deeper level. Also, the thing that's coming around to me this morning is I have a reading to do with a family, with a group of family members that I will be doing today, because there's some unanswered questions. There are some issues. We're just going to work through some old energies, and I'm going to assist them to clear those old energies, as well as get the answers from spirit. They want to be in touch with a loved one that they lost many moons ago. And to me, this is exactly because of the activations that I have received recently, plus that I continue to receive. The universe is pushing me out of my comfort zone and saying, hey, I want you to leave your house and I want you to go do a reading, a spiritual healing outside of your comfort zone. Say, here. If you ever had a reading from me, I will tell you that those that have had a reading from me, I do my readings like this. I do my readings on the Facebook live. I mean, not live, but I do video chat. This is my own way, how Spirit has guided me to do a video chat, to do my work, to be face to face with the person that I'm that I'm working with, is something that's very important to me, because the connection that we both share, and I'm able to work that energy. And as they're talking to me, I'm able to look into their eyes and I can see exactly, Spirit guides me and tells me exactly where they need the healing to begin, where to start, And maybe not necessarily how to finish, but just how to help them begin their journey into healing that will propel them to move forward and guide them and help them. And of course, I'm always here after I do a reading with somebody. I'll talk to anybody. There is no shame to my game. I will talk to anybody and everybody, regardless of whether they have the money or not. Yes, I do have bills to pay. Yes, I have my own responsibilities. So yes, it's completely appreciated. I love it. You know what? Grateful, 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 that kind of thing. I absolutely grateful. But at the end of the day, when it comes to a light worker, a healer, a medium, however anybody wants to describe themselves, I don't like to define myself because I do a little bit of everything. I don't want to shut down my other gifts that are coming to me from the universe. So what I like to do is I like to say, you know what? I'm a healer of many different things. I sometimes call myself a Jill of all trades. I also like to take it to another level of, I'm just here to listen. I'm here to guide. I'm a listener. Very simple. Very simple. The way I live my life is very simple. So with that being said, just know that if you're feeling tired, like some of the, some of the symptoms people are feeling, like right now, like my throat a little bit, I've been a little bit scratchy the last few days. It's because Spirit's trying to tell me, okay, you're going to go out today. You're going to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to go do that healing with your family. And you're also it's going to push me into another level, right? It's setting me up for my future goals, for my future dreams, for my future period. So it's a beautiful thing. So as we look at everybody's energies and everything is going around, and some people are embracing those energies because they're a little bit, in the know. And some other people are just like, sometimes those energies are just something that we don't like. It's something that is setting us up to release something that's old, something that isn't good for us. So it's propelling us forward because we want to be able to move forward in our lives, but we just don't know how. We feel stuck, right? Excuse me. So also, the thing about that is that some of us, we do have to get out of our comfort zone. Yes, we do have to get out of our comfort zone. There's nothing wrong with that. Life is too short, right? Life is too short. We're realizing that 2020 is one of those things where it either slaps you in the face and it's like, okay, get it together, sister or brother, get it together. Or else it's telling you, you know what, it's going to be okay. You're going to learn these lessons, or all these lessons that you have learned. This is your year of healing. It's going to be painful. It's going to be every single emotional roller coaster you could possibly imagine yourself on, but the healing is taking place. In 2012, it started for many people, such as myself. 2012, it started, and now here we are in 2020, 8 years later. Here I am. It doesn't happen overnight. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. They always say divine timing, divine timing, divine timing. For those of us that are impatient and don't want to wait to learn the lesson, guess what? You're going to have to. That's just the way it is. Divine timing it is what it is. It's divine timing, and you suck it up. You got to wait for it to happen. So, excuse me. That being said, let's just do some readings. Who wants a reading? Now, I'm not gonna like we did on our show yesterday. I don't want to do any health issues. No pregnancy, please. No pregnancy, no health. For some, it depends, but still, I don't like to do health. I don't like to get personal with people here in their real lives. When I do a reading because I want to give you the guidance. Not necessarily, I don't want to put you on Front Street. I'm not here to blast you. You know exactly, if you have a question, you already know the answer. We all have intuition. There's some of you that already know the answer, but you're like, no, I want her to give me a different answer. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Mama Bear don't lie. And energy doesn't lie. Let me put that out there. All right. Okay, let's look. Mm. Okay, Danny. Danny, is it Danae? Hello, hello. Okay, a general reading. Okay, I'm just going to tap into your energy real quick, okay, sweetheart? Mhm. Okay, Danny. I hope I got that right. So, Danny, you are such a lovely lady. Oh my gosh, you're like the butterfly. You're like the butterfly right now. I can totally see you. You're actually, what you're doing is what spirit is showing me is that you're a butterfly and you're just kind of just doing your thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I absolutely love it. I love your energy. I think it's very lovely. The thing about being a butterfly, okay, is that when we start from the butterfly, of course, we go the cocoon, takes you that time to make that transition into becoming that full butterfly, right? I think that you're shedding many old how do you say that, many old habits, many old even when it comes to men, even when it comes to choices in relationships, friendships. I see a transition happening there, which is a very beautiful thing because you're actually stepping into your power. I'm not saying you never did have your power. I'm just saying you're actually acknowledging your power right now. You know what? Like I said just a little bit ago, 2020 has been a year where a lot of people are coming into their knowing of who they are, what they want, what they don't want, what they need, and what they don't need. And this is what I always preach. There's two different things. Wants and needs are two different things. I know what I want. I want something that may just be a bunch of BS or whatever, but I know what I need. And that's something where you have really totally made that, even job wise. I don't know. I'm sensing like a new job, like something you're looking into, something like you're kind of bored with what's going on right now. I mean, but then again, it's kind of difficult for some folks because we can't do anything because of this pandemic. I mean, we're like stuck like Chuck. We can't really do a whole lot with our lives because some people are afraid to make that transition, like, oh, do I leave this job for this new one? What if it doesn't turn out to be exactly what I expected? But then again, when you look at it, it's like, I know some people may not be happy exactly where they are right now, but they need that stability. So I totally get it. But at the same time, I see you doing so much more than what you're doing right now. You're such a people person. People kind of flock to you. I can totally see that. Yeah. See, it's like, what field do you go into? And this is the vibration, this is the energy I'm getting. My grandmother steps in and she says, "You're absolutely such a beautiful woman." She says, "Oh my gosh." And for those of you that don't know, Nana is my spirit guide, and she was my very first spirit guide, and she comes forth when she's all about empowering women and how, the whole shebang, right? The whole, anyways, you know, when you go and you look to get a job, right, sweetheart, this is all that I'm going to say is that a lot of people are desperate to look for work right now. I know we need money. I'm not saying you're desperate. I'm just saying, what we're looking for is like right now with everything going on in the world, does minimum wage make me want to go out there and get a kind of job to where I'm putting my own life, my health, and all that at risk? That's kind of what I'm getting. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, is this job going to be worth me risking my, going out into the COVID pandemic world, whatever. So a lot of people are actually doing things from home, such as myself. I mean, I will be going out to the work world soon, but it's one of those things where I don't feel you need to be rushed right now. I don't feel you need to be, I know exactly you're looking for something. I actually do see you, I mean, not retail, but like working with children, kind of just like going with your flow. But I think it's more like your own boss. Something where you're able to just clock in your own hours and just still be okay with what you're doing and it's not overwhelming to you, but at the same time, it's something that you just love and you cherish. Following your passion is something absolutely wonderful that you can do. I totally see that. I totally see you might have 2 or 3 things in the wind. You know what? Do what you love, sweetheart. My grandmother says, go with what you love. She's like, the children, that's always rewarding because sometimes children don't have that kind of leader, that kind of passion that you have. You're somebody that can be followed, respected, loved, admired, that kind of thing. So have faith. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying just believe in what you're doing. Write down, your likes, dislikes, what it's worth to you. And don't, and sometimes that lower paying job might lead you to something better. Okay? I bless you and I leave you with that, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. Tina, and Marguerite. Okay. Tina, are you still here with me, honey? Hi, Carlos. Hi, Tina. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. You're very welcome, sweetheart. You're very welcome. My grandmother absolutely loves your vibration, Danny. Absolutely. Absolutely loves it. Good things are coming. Okay, Miss Tina. When I tap into your energy, I feel like such a great, just a great loss. Seriously. It's like I feel like I want to curl up in the fetal position and I feel like I just want to let me help you. Okay, Tina, let me help you. Okay. Now, the energies that you're carrying are extremely, extremely heavy. And I want you to also know is that a lot of those energies, honey, they don't belong to you. They don't belong to you. I do see the energy that you are carrying is from somebody who is not very, I don't know how to say this, but it's just something. Let's just say, you know what, sister, I'm going to tell you, it's not yours. So let's go ahead and let's just remove that energy. Okay, Tina, I want you to understand that the loss, the words, the energies that are behind this lower vibrational energy that's like weighing you down, don't own that, sister. Don't own it. Don't take responsibility for it. If there's a conversation that you need to have, whether it's to that person directly or into just into the wind, if you want to write it down, burn it in a fireplace, or if you want to just send those energies, oh, sweetheart, bless your heart. You're caring. I didn't know if you knew. I didn't want to blast you like that. You know what? You are extremely sensitive. And I feel your pain. I just want to cry. I do. Seriously, holy moly. I just want to cry. I just want to tell you that I want you to start grounding yourself every single day. I do see a man that's there and he's just weighing you down. I want you to understand that all that shit does not belong to you. I'm sorry. It doesn't. I want you to start grounding every single morning. I want you to start giving yourself that love that's in there. I want you to understand how important you are. This is a life lesson where you signed up to be here, right here and right now. You said, I'm going to incarnate in 2020. I'm going to be here because I need to help smooth people through as a light worker, as an empath, as a healer. This is something you signed up for. I know it sucks, sister. You are so knee deep, thigh deep into the dark night of the soul right now. Now, the first and foremost thing I want you to do for me and for you is I want you to tell yourself how important you are, how truly and unconditionally loved you are by myself and by all the people around you. Those that matter will stick around in your life. The ones that don't, those lower vibrational energies, the ones that are weighing you down, sister, you got to let them go. You got to let them go. I do grounding meditations every Monday morning. Well, I haven't been able to lately. Life happens. But there are some on the Psychic Fixes page or on my own personal page, Carla Lievanos Fishinghawk. I have some grounding videos on there I want you to go and watch. Either that, you can go on YouTube, look for some grounding videos to be able to ground your energies and help Mother Earth pull those energies from you. In fact, I'm going to pull out some of that crap. So what I want you to do is I want you to also understand that as empaths, we give, but yet we don't realize that we ourselves are sometimes empty pitchers, that we're giving from an empty pot. I mean, we're giving and giving and giving, and then we become so upset because we're just like, we become frazzled. Now, when we stand in that energy of being frazzled, we are not looking out for our best and highest self. We've depleted our energies and we are not able to bring back those slivered pieces of ourselves that we have left at the grocery store, at work, with other people. People continue to have a conversation with us, but we're not responding. This may even be old relationships, old friendships, or even just somebody, you're at home. Perfect example. You're at home and you're still thinking about shit that you didn't get to do at work today. You're at home. You clock out, you go home. On the drive home, you're still thinking about stuff that went down at work, or you just weren't able to finish this task. We need to be able to shut down. We need to be able to understand that we need to come back to ourselves. Let spirit guide us. Ask our spirit guides and the archangels to come in and to help us, to guide us, to come back to self. Also, unconditional love for yourself is really, really big. It's absolutely huge, sweetheart. Tina, if you want to, you know what? Let's get together. I want to do some work for you. You can inbox me at Carla Lievanos Fishinghawk. Just message me there. And I think it's in the link that I posted up there. Go ahead and just find me there. And let's run some energy for you. I'd like to do that for you. Don't worry about, don't worry about costs or anything like that. Go ahead and get at me. And let's run some energy for you, and let me help you to clear some of that stuff out. I love doing energy work. It's my thing. All right. So I hope that helps you a little bit. Let's get on the other side of this and let's talk, and then we will be able to work some stuff out. I have some place to go after this show, but you know what? Either way, I'll make room for you tonight. I don't know exactly where you're at, but let's figure it out, and we'll get together. I bless you, and I leave you with that. Thank you. Oh, sweetheart, you know what? You bet. Anytime. Sister, because I've been there. I've walked in your shoes. True story. I've been there. And you know what? I didn't have anybody really to help me in the very beginning. And then my cousin Lisa Watts came around. Hey, Louisiana. I love Louisiana. But so anyways, my cousin Lisa Watts came in and she swooped in and she helped me and she jump-started me in this world. And I am extremely grateful for all of her guidance, her assistance, and everything. She's like the bee's knees. So, okay. So thank you, my dear. Let's get together. I mean it. Let's get together and we'll handle this. Okay. So let's go. Okay. You know what? Okay. So Taylor, I want you to inbox me and we'll deal with that on the other side, on the flip side. Carla Lievanos Fishinghawk. Okay. Because it's one of those things. Have your friend inbox me. Have her inbox me, okay? Because you know what? Let's do it. Okay, so Taylor wants to know about her friend's relationship that her friend is right there. This is my grandmother speaking, okay? This is my grandmother speaking. If you have to come here and ask me a question about whether the relationship is real or not, if she is feeling less than, if she is feeling like he is not worth her time, why is she with him? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just asking you. I'm just asking. Why does she care? She already knows the answer to that question. She already knows exactly whether he's worthy or not. And if you don't know what a healthy relationship is, honey, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Because there is no relationship in this entire world that should make you feel less than who you are. And if you don't know who you are, then you have no business being in a relationship. Those are hardcore words, but at the same time, how can you possibly be in a relationship when you don't even know what you have to give? If you can be in a relationship and you're giving 110%, not 50-50%, not 50-50%. That's horseshit. I'm sorry. People say, oh, well, you got to give 50-50. No, not 50-50. You give 110%, and on this hand, the guy, he's giving 110%. Because if I'm not giving you 110% of everything that I got, guess what? I'm not giving you enough. So if you're standing here asking a question about a relationship, are you that right person to be in that relationship? What am I bringing to the relationship? When you truly get into a relationship and you're both in it together and you're in it to win it, you thrive. You build each other up. You make connections in your life that are not only healthy, but they bring you such inner peace that you don't know anything else. And the people around you that don't have that kind of relationship, they begin to fall away because they are not allowed to bring drama into your space. This is my grandmother talking. Okay. This is not Thomas. You know what? Take that nonsense somewhere else, Thomas. I'm sorry. We do get trolls on the show. We do get those nonsense things. And I do apologize. So what I'm saying is that block the user. I'm sorry. I must apologize for this guy because he just has no class whatsoever. So the thing about it is that it's funny because, I'm one of those that I'm not here to step on anybody else's toes, right? But when a man comes to give woman advice to women, I kind of have to laugh because you know what? I'm not saying I'm not saying men can give women advice on how bad men are, but when another man comes and steps on my toes, trying to help heal people around me, instead of being a part of the healing, he wants to be a part of a whole other issue, right? As my job here, my whole life purpose is to help heal the world so that people are able to move forward. As a light worker, my job is to be able to help those find their life purpose and be able to fulfill that so that they are 110% to me, 110% everything that they want to be in their life. If I'm not living my top shelf life and nobody else is living their top shelf life, it's something that needs to be addressed because life is wonderful. Yes, we do have those moments where we're just like, ugh, yuck. But nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to deal with that. But you know what? It propels us forward in our lives. So, Carlos, it was some troll that was on here. Sometimes, let me just tell you, this is a Psychic Fixes page owned by Debbie Duncan, and I am just a friend of hers. I help. She allows me to spread my wings and give you beautiful people healing, free readings, that kind of thing. Whatever we do, we're here to serve you. Sometimes we get people that come from other sites or just whatever psychics that come on here, and they want to tell people like, oh, if you want a real reading, come over here. All they want to do is take your money. Now, whether you choose to go over there, everybody has free will. Keep in mind, everybody has free will. But at the same time, just be careful, okay? Just be careful. Love and light, everybody. Whatever, fooey. So anyways, that's who that was. I'm just very protective when it comes to my people because I can tap into that energy. And see, that is another thing. That is another one of the spiritual laws, non-interference. I would not ever step on anybody else's toes when they're conducting their healing work. That's just not cool. So my grandmother's all uptight right now. So anyways, let's carry on. So anyways, Taylor, your little friend, your little girlfriend, I hope that helps you. I hope that you understand. And you both are extremely very young. Live your life. Taylor, you and your little friend, you and your friend, live your life. Who cares? If you have to sit here, if you have to ask me, you girls already know. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, he's the one. He'll straighten up. He's never going to straighten up. He's never going to grow up. He's never. And I think you guys already know that. So anyways, I bless you and I leave you with that. Boom. Okay? All right, who was next? I feel like I just scolded a bunch of people. So my grandmother, when she chimes in, she's so hardcore, man. I'm all trying to, like, she can't hear me. Whatever. I know, she's funny. Carlos, you know what? Let me tap into your energy, brother. Let me tap into your energy. Carlos. I want you to know how wonderful and just how precious you truly are. Carlos, I want you to understand that sometimes in life, I mean, I don't know why I want to say that, but, just things just aren't fair. But you know what, Carlos, the one thing that I understand about you is that you are the most giving heart, and you are the one that is able to understand so many different dynamics of so many different people and not be judgmental at all whatsoever. You listen to many stories from many different people and you're able to form your own judgment. But at the same time, why bother? They're not hurting you. They're not, sometimes people just want to blah. They just want to give you that without you responding. But at the same time, you don't need to be the sounding board for every single person. Be the sounding board for those positive. I'm not saying shut out the ones that are just like, the broken record. I just keep hearing this broken record. Spirit's giving me this vision of those old school records. And the LP it's skipping, and it keeps playing that same part of the song over and over again. Don't feel guilty about what somebody else is going through. Don't feel guilty about, you can understand them, but don't wear that. Don't wear their shirt. Don't wear their, don't wear their issues here. Let it go. Do a cleansing. Cleanse yourself. Move past it. Don't let that stuff hold you down. You are such a wonderful person that don't carry their burden for them, baby. Don't do that. Because it's so insane how you are just one of those that just people automatically go to you. Because you're just such a loving spirit. I mean, I can't believe it. You're just awesome. I can believe it, but it's just one of those things where I absolutely love your vibration. You too, I want you to also rest when you need to rest. Don't overthink things. Don't overthink things. Just let it flow. Don't push things. But at the same, just enjoy it, baby. Just enjoy it. Such good things are coming. I firmly believe that. My grandmother says that, you know what, you're such a good man. You're such a good person. Just enjoy the ride, Papa. Enjoy the ride. That's what she says. Enjoy the ride, Papa. But don't be so, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Just don't. Peace is coming. Peace is coming. I bless you and I leave you with that. Hey, Dad. You're welcome, Carlos. I bless you. Good things are coming, Papa. Let me see here. Let me just read this. Thank you for saying that to my daughter, Taylor's friend, about her relationship, because even though she already knew he wasn't good for her, you say it just reinforced that fact here. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Hey, you're welcome. You know what, Dawn? Don't worry about it. You know what? And see, this is the thing about it, is that you are her mother, related. Nobody's going to listen to their mother when it comes to men, just as we did with our own mothers, right? And it's crazy because I know firsthand. Carlos, you're so welcome. Oh, hey, Keith. Oh, Keith just walked out. Thanks, Kate. I'll tell him. And that's the thing about it, is that, you know what, sometimes when we get close to our daughters like that, the closer we are, sometimes we actually have to step back. Nobody wants to see our children get hurt. Nobody wants to see our children suffer and go through some BS that we ourselves could have stepped in because we have had that experience. But how many times do we have to step back? I had to do that hardcore with my kids. 2012, 2010, 2012. I had to step back. I had to step away from my children and be like, you know what? You guys figure it out. Because I was that overbearing mother. I was that one that was always in their business. At the same time, it was just kind of like, how much further can you push your kids away? They used to call me the warden when my kids were small. Yeah, true story. Because I was so protective of my kids. I didn't trust anybody around them. They never stayed at anybody's house. They never, kids wanted to play, they'd come over to the house. Yeah, true story. Because I was so engulfed in fear about somebody hurting my children or something happening on my watch as a mother. True story. So sometimes we do have to step back. Sometimes we do need somebody on the outside to look in and to share those words. Exactly. It's just one of those things. So yes, definitely. Good things are coming. Good things are coming. So, okay, let's go up here. I saw Kimberly. Kimberly, you know what? I've got about 25 minutes left, 30 minutes or so. Okay, Xander. Sorry, guys. We love your scolding. Oh my God, hold on. I gotta hit this. I gotta tap this. We love your scolding. You tell the truth with care, which we, you know what? That's what I'm here for. I'm not, you know what? Because I've lived so much stuff, and this is why Spirit says to me yesterday, and Spirit came to me this morning and said, you know what? You walk through the mud, you walk through all that shit that nobody wants to walk through. So guess what? I'm not saying my life has been absolutely horrible, because it has not been, but the things that I have walked through, the things I have lived through, the things that I've seen, I can speak on those. I can speak on those with knowledge, with survival, and also I can look back and say, you know what? I respect it. I needed that to happen. You know why? Because in order for me to be the healer that I am today, I need to have that experience. I need to have that under my belt. I'm grateful for it. I acknowledge it, but at the same time, I also release it. Everybody's saying hi, Keith. That's Keith, guys. Kate said hi. I love you. Thank you, Chaya. I love you. Thank you. That's the bee's knees. So okay. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Marianne. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to. Where was I? Xander. All right. I got you, Xander. Xander, what is your question? I just want to know. I know you have a million questions floating in your mind. Do you have a specific question? Or do you just want a general reading? I'm sorry. I'm it's not that I'm lazy to go back up, but you know what? I can't read that fast. Oh, okay, Xander, I got you. Spirit said, handle it. So Xander, why are you so looking for love? I see love. You're trying to manifest some love, some of that sweet, sweet love, just something that just will just permeate your entire being. Xander, you are a natural healer with your compassion, with your understanding. I'll get you next, Kimberly. Hold on a second, okay? But I am sensing a little bit of loneliness, Xander. I mean, I know you're looking for so many answers. The reason why I asked you why, I see so many questions going on in your mind. What am I doing? How do I do this? Let me just tell you right now. Spirit is saying to me that you have a gentleman who stands to your right side. He is somebody, but actually there's like a lady that's there. I believe you were followed by a couple of people. Yes, there is a lady there, but there's also a gentleman. The gentleman is standing back further to the right. He won't step forward. He won't talk to me. But the lady that's standing there is a relative from, I don't know, I'm kind of getting like, just like, not an auntie, but a grandma. That kind of, it's like a generational thing. I do feel like there is a blood tie there. She also is just kind of standing there, not really saying anything. All she's doing is going like this. She's just sending you kisses of love and stuff like that. It's very sweet. It's very acknowledging. I'm sure you sense her there. She says that she's okay. Here she comes. She says that yes. I love him very much. He's my Xander. He is such a loving heart. She has that grandmother feeling to her. She's also very, very sweet. She's like, he is just such a loving boy. He is just such He's just absolutely she's just super, super sweet. Now, what she's saying to me is that you're overwhelmed. Your emotions are kind of getting not the best of you, but you're looking for so many answers. And this is what I started saying um, by the so many questions that you have. Now, I do see that spirit is coming to you and talking to you during your night, during your dreams. I'm not sure if you're able to remember all of them because it's something she says, yes, she's whispering into your left ear at times. You may feel like you're underwater sometimes. You may be able to feel some kind of like a ringing in your left ear. But at the same time, she's also saying that she wants you to not overwhelm yourself. Don't feel as if you have to understand everything right now. Just let it just be divine timing. She said, just let it flow. Let it become natural to you. Don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed with trying to find the answers all in one day, all in one night. It's not going to happen. She says to also keep a journal. A journal is very important for when you have those thoughts of like questions in mind. But also at the same time, you can always call on the archangels. She says that you are also receiving pennies. You're finding coins around, maybe even feathers. You might even start seeing synchronicities of numbers like the 111, 222, or 1234, or consecutive numbers, that kind of thing. But she is saying to also keep a journal. Journaling is something that will help you put all of your things into play. Meaning, you just have this thought. All of a sudden, this thought comes into your head, your mind. It's not what it wasn't there before. It's not yours. That's a message from spirit. Like right now, seeing my left ear is like, so you might be getting a little bit of something in your ear, kind of whatever. Some people think, oh my God, she's picking her ear all the time. She's like, some people, because sometimes I go like that because spirit's trying to talk to me at the same time that I'm talking or something. So I'm just like, okay, hold on, wait. So anyways, but I did have a little conditioner here. Anyways, so just understanding the messages little by little, but also it's really important when you're sleeping, because you are getting the messages during your sleep. You are doing a little bit of astral traveling here and there. What you want to do is you also want to call on your spirit guides, the archangels, to help you. Okay, here we go. Another troll, whatever. What we do is we also have, sorry about that, dear. Some journaling when you wake up from your dreams. If you're not able to have, like remember the entire dream, what you can do is you can also just jot down the parts that you do remember. Maybe later on you may be able to remember it, but if not, that's okay. There's messages in there as well. Okay? So I bless you and I leave you with that. Thank you, sweetheart. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I had to like block some people because they're tripping. Let me see here. Okay, Kimberly. You're welcome, Xander. Oh my God, you're such a sweetheart. I just absolutely love your energy. Your vibration is super cool. I just love it. Okay, Kimberly, are you still with me? Kimberly, are you here? If you're here, if you can just put a message there for me, please. Okay, maybe Kimberly left already. I'm not sure. Okay. So now you're very welcome, Xander. Oh, hey, Kimberly. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're here. So you found me. True story, you found me. Okay. So actually, just to let you guys know, it took her a little while to find me. She's like, it was so hard for me to find. So from another show. That I got you, Kimberly. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, so do you have like a general question, or do you want just whatever? Just whatever. Okay. I love you. Okay, Kimberly. So when I tap into your energy, Absolutely sweet. Okay, I got you, Kimberly. Bye, honey. I love you. Keith's going to work, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, Kimberly. Close the door for me, Daddy. Please. Thank you. Okay, Kimberly. Bless your heart. I just absolutely love you. I just love your energy. I love each and every one of you, but you know what I mean. I just want to know exactly why you're feeling such great loss. Like not great loss, but so many, like another one, like so many questions. Just let me ask my grandmother real quick. Let me ask my grandmother to step in. Chief Mojo Rising. You know, I'm not getting excuse me. I'm not just getting one thing from you. I'm getting many different things. You have so many different questions, like where to go, what to do. You know, it's kind of like another, you know, like that fork in the road thing, like that fork in the road to where you're like, well, what should I do now? Just kind of bored. But you know what? What makes you happy? Let's start by asking that question. What makes you truly happy, Kimberly? My grandmother says that there's some times where you're just feeling super up, and then there's other times where you're feeling super down. Now, when it comes to something like that, we have to find our inner peace. We have to come back to ourselves. And what I mean by that is sometimes we have to heal the inner child. Excuse me. What I mean by heal the inner child is when we are able to look deeply inside ourselves, and we start looking at the things that have not healed within ourselves, meaning old relationships, maybe past traumas as a child, things that keep us in that mode of fear, where we're not able to listen to our inner selves, our intuition, and we're not able to kind of like move more freely within ourselves. Something of that energy that no longer serves our best and highest good. Excuse me, hold on one second, I'm sorry. Okay, so what happens is that when we're able to move forward into healing those old wounds, or healing those old traumas, or healing those, sometimes when we grow up, we don't get like the best of information, leadership. Sometimes we question, like, is this really right for me? Like we get stuck. Right now, Spirit is showing me that you're actually kind of standing in the middle of a field, and it's almost like a quicksand that's around your feet. And you seem like you're just kind of going little by little, flowing down. But you're afraid to make a move because you're afraid you're going to sink deeper down. Now, when I see things like that, we become very, how do you say, stuck, but then also we become very restricted in our movement, where we're like afraid to make a choice to be able to move forward into this area, that area, or to kind of explore, to go out of our, outside the box of what we do and explore and move forward with our life. Now, the question that I have for you is, what is your biggest and greatest fear in life right now? And this is hard to do because right now, with everything being kind of like shut down in different parts of the country and here and there, with the pandemic and all this stuff, it's hard for people to make a decision because we want to stay safe, but at the same time, we want to be able to live our lives. We want to be able to, have some kind of a life. A lot of us have been stuck in our home for a very, very long time. Some of us have lost a job. Some of us have quit a job. Some of us have, whatever the situation may be. Also some people, people rely on us. People have had to move home. with our parents, or with family members, because it's the struggle's real. The struggle is absolutely real. So my question to you, Kimberly, is exactly what brings you great fear? To be alone? To not be accepted? If those are some of the circumstances or some of those fears that you do have, the question is that what is it going to take for you to be able to release that fear? What my spirit guides are telling me, and what your spirit guides are they're standing back. I see that there's like a little girl that's there. She may be the inner you. She may just be that little child. I believe that's who it is. It's that child. You know what, Kimberly, I want you to get with me. Let's go ahead and we'll set up a time, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to run some energy with you. We're going to get together and we're going to work this out. Okay. Again, I want to do this for you because there's such wonderful things in life to enjoy. But at the same time, I want you to know that, you know what, people are here to help you, and people here, care. And we love you very much. And it's something to where, you know what, we're all able to move forward. If I can move forward, anybody can move forward. Okay. So reach me at Carla Lievanos Fishinghawk. Inbox me, and you know what? We'll get together. Let's run some energy. Let's get rid of some of that old stagnant energy that does not belong to you, or it may belong to you, and you're going to definitely feel so much better. I promise you. Okay? I bless you and I leave you with that. Okay. Let's see where we're going from here. Who did I miss? Sorry. Hey, there's a girl here. Her name is Carla too. Garrett and Carla. Or is it Carla and Garrett? My question to you, young lady, is how did you get my first name and my middle name? Caramba. Just kidding. Yeah, my name is Carla Ann. Just putting it out there. When I was younger, I would never tell anybody what my middle name was. So, okay, Carla Ann. Okay. If your hard time is through a man, don't get my grandmother started. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, Carla and Garrett, I got you. I know you. I already tapped into your energy. It's one of those things. Carla Ann, quit wasting your time with those that don't appreciate who you are. You're such a beautiful creature. You are just such a lovely, giving, bend over backwards kind of girl. And you know what? Nobody appreciates you. So right now, I love it. I absolutely love it. And that's a whole other can of worms, because you and I see named after your grandparents. See, that's something that is a generational thing. And when I tap into your energy, it's something that it feels old to me, meaning not old. It just means ancestral old, something to where you carry the tradition of many of your ancestors, meaning your thoughts, your mannerisms, the kind of way you do. People say, oh, you remind me of your grandmother, or, a relative or something like that. It's a generational thing. It's a beautiful thing. Not many people can walk in the steps of their ancestors. Not many people, it's not because they don't want to, just some are just not aware, or they're just not, keen to those kind of things. But I see that there's a really strong generational line there. Bloodline is very, very strong. Now, my question to you is that right now the universe is clearing a lot of things away from you right now. Yes, haven't smiled in a while. Thank you. You're very welcome. That's my yup. That's my job. So what I'm getting is that, you know what? Right now things are starting to fall away, and you need to let them go. The problem is that some of these things you're so used to. They're your comfort zone. They're so familiar to you. Familiar to you, that sometimes we want to hold on to that familiarity because it's our comfort zone, because it's what we know. What the universe is doing for you right now, sweetheart, is you're being stretched, meaning you are being pushed into your life purpose. Now, a lot of us are light workers. We are the ones that are undercover. Some of us don't even know that we're doing light worker work, meaning we're here to help heal and move forward and help other people on their life purpose, on their life journey. Or maybe we're just here to, we're not here just to work, pay bills, and die. That's not our life purpose. It never was our life purpose. And this is the old paradigm that the 5D is pushing us out of. We are no longer in that aspect. We are no longer in that form of thinking. And those that are being pushed through difficulty, dark night of the soul, are the ones that are being pushed into fulfilling their greater life purpose. Does that make sense? So, I'm sorry, because my husband and I are trying to. Okay, so I don't understand what you wrote, sweetheart. You lost your husband, or there's issues that are going there. See, this is the thing. And I'm so sorry you're heartbroken. This is the thing. Understanding that sometimes in life things happen. People, as difficult as it may seem, as hard as it is to accept, or as hard as it is to get past. Some people that come along our paths are not meant to stay on our paths forever, whether it may be by them passing, or whether it may be by them staying with us but then ultimately leaving, or whatever the situation may be. Sometimes we get with somebody who is so wonderful and we love them so deeply, and we understand that letting go is the last thing that we want to do, or the last thing that we want to ever put ourselves through. We're not able to walk away from, or we're not able to find that either way, it's a form of grieving, whether they leave on their own or whether they have passed on. When we come, before we come, we sign a contract, our life purpose of what we're going to be doing while we're here. When we get here, we don't remember. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Okay. So what my grandmother is saying is that there comes a time where we have to understand somebody that is in our life for such a long time, whether they're there, whether it's there for a long time or a short time, we have to understand that they were a teacher, they were a part in our journey. They are someone that will always have a place on our journey. But at the same time, how can we possibly come back to ourselves? The problem when it comes to certain situations, like yourself, we become lost. Our energy becomes stagnant, and we lose who we are. We forget who we are. Understanding if healing becomes a wonderful part of what happens in this situation, all about it. Absolutely. I love when people are able to get past situations and heal themselves, each person in themselves, but also so that they're able to make their relationship work and they become stronger. So, okay, so this is what you want to do. See, this is the question here that I want to ask. Exactly what is it that you want, though? I don't get the feeling that you want to stay. But at the same time, the feeling that I am getting is that you're afraid to go, which is completely, I understand. But at the same time, you have to really, really look at it. Okay, this is what you have to do. See, this is very difficult because my grandmother says, you know what, you need to find out who you are again. That's your problem. I mean, that's exactly what it is. But my way of wording it is that, when was the last time you really sat down with yourself and really took inventory about where you are in your life? Now, I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying this is your deal. I'm not saying you're the problem. I'm not putting any of that out there for you. I'm very far from that. I'm just saying is that, are you the person that you would want to be married to at this point in your marriage? What are you bringing to the table? Are you giving 110%? Are you giving 110% to your marriage? Those are the questions that, you know what? Your grandmother is actually saying that you're able to do what you need to do. Your grandmother says that she's able to maneuver exactly how you want this to come. You're the one that manifested this marriage. So you are the one that's actually going to be able to decide whether you want it or not. He's actually waiting for you to totally be in on this or not. I think he wants to be in the marriage. I think he has his own issues he needs to work on, worry about. But at the same time, he's really concerned about what the hell you're doing. This is your grandmother. She just came in. My grandmother stepped back, and then your grandmother stepped in. So this is what she's saying. You already know the answer. She has been talking to you, but you have not been listening to her. She talks to you in your right ear, but you're not understanding what she's saying. She says you have lost yourself. You need to come back to yourself. You have the will to be able to follow through in your in what you know these things. You have a touch of the psychic. So you have a touch of that intuition, that knowing. As we all do, but you were a little bit more sensitive to the rest of the folks out there. He is afraid to lose you. He is afraid to think about, okay, well, what am I going to do at this point of my life? What am I going to do? He's thinking about, is it worth starting over for? Is it worth, he's like, what the hell does she want? This is what he's saying. I see he's holding, he does this, doesn't he? He holds it. What the hell do you want? He's holding his hands up. What is it that you want? What do you want? Does he do that to you? Because I can see he's like, you're making me crazy. What is it that you want? You need to sit down and jot down exactly your wants and your needs are two different things. I've been preaching this the last few days. Your wants and your needs are just too much. Okay, yes, you were so right. Okay. So then you need to your grandmother is just getting upset. She's right here and she's like, you know what? So then do it. So then cut your losses. So then you need to put on your big girl panties and you just need to handle your business. She's like, you know what? I raised you better than this. You should know better than to stand by and let this man to continue to run you over. This was a man you manifested. This is a man that you asked for. You just had to have him. And now that you have him, and this is what I just talked about yesterday when I did the show with Debbie. Be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. That man that's out there that everybody wants and, oh my God, he's just so lovely and this is that. And when you get him, what happens? It may not be exactly the way you wanted him. So the ball is actually in your court, okay? But he did this. Yes, see, yeah, because I can see him. He's standing here going like this. So what you need to do is you need to do some meditation. You need to come back to yourself. You need to set all the BS aside, all the drama, set all that aside and just sit down and just be like with yourself. Whatever you need to do for yourself, you need to handle it. You need to do it. Your grandmother says that you're much smarter. You're not giving yourself the credit you deserve. You're not able to find the answers because right now you're just shutting everything out. You're just like, no, you're just so angry or just like, oh, woe is me or whatever. She's like, you need to get out of that headspace and you need to handle your shit. That's just what she's saying. She's just like, I'm not, she's like, you know what? Your grandmother is very wise. Your grandmother says that, you know what, you can't help somebody that doesn't want to help. You cannot help somebody that doesn't want to be helped because you know what, you've been spinning your wheels for too long on this. And she just said that she I didn't want him like that. Okay. Well, regardless of what the situation may be, this is something that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to step up. You're going to have to put it, you're going to have to do what's best for you, and you're going to have to figure out how to get it done. The one thing that I can guarantee you right now is that later on down the road, you're going to want to be able to look back, and you're going to say, the time that I did spend with the wrong people, I wasted most of my life with the wrong people. That is time you can never get back. Oh, so you didn't want him. So you didn't want to be with him. So then why? It's weird because I see this. You're just like, oh, I just love this guy. You were just like gaga. Were you not gaga for him? The point I'm trying to make is that sometimes we make decisions and we spend too long with the right people. So you're looking at 25 years with the wrong person, right? You're talking 25 years with the wrong person. 25 years of your life you'll never be able to take back. That's time lost. That's time gone. Yeah. So I think that there's something where you're going to have to be able to decide for yourself. I mean, you hear it from me, you hear it from your grandmother, you hear it from my grandmother. I don't know how much more confirmation you need that sometimes you're just going to have to figure it out. See, you don't know. You just said you didn't want to be with him. You said that you got pregnant. You said that, yes, I do love him. But see, you don't know what you want. Until you can heal what's going on inside of you, your grandmother's just getting like, oh, I can't deal with this. She's gone. Your grandmother is guiding you, but at the same time, you're not listening to her. The way that you're kind of like not listening to me, the energy that you're giving out is that, you know what? I don't know what to do. I love him, but I didn't want him. Let me just say, every single thing, every word, every thought, everything you speak that you put out into the wind is a way of manifesting. The more you talk about negative down, like, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that. Guess what, sister? You're going to get more of that. Okay. The more you sit here and you say, okay, I love him, but I don't want to be with him. I don't know what I want. You're confusing the universe in your messages. Okay. Now your grandmother's saying, this is something your grandmother's saying. Figure out what you want, not what you need. And then after that, figure out what you need and not what you want. And I bet you'll be able to see the difference. Okay. So I hope that's helped you in some way. I don't think it has. I'm feeling kind of scrambled in my head a little bit, but I bless you and I leave you with that message. Okay. Okay. So I hope that's helped some of you. I hope that was able to. Sorry about the trolls that came online. Sometimes even after the show, the trolls show up and they'll just yada, 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 yada. They want free, they're going to charge you for a reading, whatever. Like I said, everybody has free will. You guys handle your business. You guys are all grown adults, 18 and over, I'm hoping. All right. I love you guys. I have so many things I have to get done now, but don't forget to come and watch us. What's tomorrow? Sunday, Monday. I will do a meditation, I believe. I reckon I'll be here on Monday to do a meditation. And Tuesday, Lady T will be on dream interpretation, guys. You guys got to check this out. I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern time, I believe. Check the Psychic Fixes page. Check it out. See what's up. But Monday, I believe Grizel is also going to do her evening meditation. And what else? Wednesday, good stuff coming up. We're going to have Tammy, the High Priestess, with us again. She's going to come back and show her beautiful face with us, and we're going to catch up. And so we got lots of things going on, Psychic Fixes. We've got a lot of things happening. Please feel free to like and share the video today. Also, I do have a YouTube. It's Carla Fishinghawk, man. I'm so not computer savvy. It's Carla Fishinghawk. It's on YouTube. You can find me there, and the videos are there. You can rewatch whatever's good, Anyways, I bless you guys. This Saturday is absolutely lovely. Stay safe out there. Again, anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to find me. Kate, thank you. Keith says, have a lovely weekend. All right, you guys, I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.